Before we start this video, I want to say a huge thanks to everybody who stuck by the channel whilst I've been gone these past 8 months. I haven't really been up to much, I just decided to take a break that ended up longer than expected. I'm very active on Twitter, so after this video if you would like to follow me on there, the links are always in the description. Today we've got a Halloween themed video. It's currently the 27th at the time of this recording, but by the time it's out, it'll probably be around the 29th, maybe 30th. So these are actual real events that happened on Halloween night. Enjoy. So this first one is not only spooky but very sad as well. So on Halloween night, there's a lot of decorations and some can be very realistic. In Frederica, Delaware back in 2005, a body was found hanging from a tree 15 feet above the ground. However, it being Halloween, a lot of passerbys thought it was a Halloween prank or a decoration. However, it turned out to be a real body of a 42-year-old woman who had climbed up the tree and committed suicide. This next one is very sinister. So let's set the scene. It's Halloween night and every parent's worst nightmare is that their kid's candy is somehow spiked, which could cause extreme damage to their child. While a boy named Timothy O'Brien died on Halloween night back in 1974 after ingesting poisoned candy. You're probably thinking, okay, who in the right mind would do this to a child? Maybe a sick, twisted individual, right? Well, it turns out it was the child's father who'd done this to his own son, who wanted to cash in on his son's life insurance. This is definitely one of the most fucked up incidents out of these for sure. So this one isn't actually on Halloween night but after. In 2012, a mailman was on his run when he came to a house with what he assumed to be a very good Halloween decoration on the porch steps. The mailman sidestepped the deceased body on his way to delivering that very man's mail because the corpse was the guy who lived there and he had collapsed on his porch and died prior. The mailman claimed he didn't know it was an actual body, and if he had have known, he would have reported it immediately. In 1957, a couple was getting ready for bed when the doorbell rang. It was pretty late, but the husband decided to answer the door, where he was greeted to an adult in a mask. The masked person proceeded to shoot the man in the chest, killing him. Now the next bit is a little confusing, so bear with me. The murderer turned out to be the girlfriend of a woman who had an affair with the murdered man's wife. The woman convinced her girlfriend to kill the husband so she could be with the wife, which is very strange because convincing your girlfriend to kill someone so you could be with someone else doesn't really make much sense. However, that's what happened, and that's another pretty scary Halloween story. This one is very short, but it was Halloween night 2011 when a 55-year-old man from Chicago realised his bag of candy had gone missing, which led him to blaming a neighbour for taking his sweets and stabbed her to death with a steak knife. This next one is crazy. In 1998, a man was in his car waiting to pick up his son from a Halloween party. A group of teenagers then started egging the car, so the man got out and argued with the group of teenagers. So I guess the argument diffused, and the man got back into his car and drove away, but one of the egg throwers jumped in his car and chased him down. He pulled up alongside him, pulled out a gun and shot him in the head. He was pronounced dead shortly after. The man was only 21 years old. On Halloween day back in 1995, a woman named Marilyn went to a food fair on Long Island to do some shopping. She brought her 2 children, 2-year-old Stephen and 7-month-old Pamela. She left the 2 children outside whilst she went to do some shopping, which is just wrong anyways. However, Marilyn returned 10 minutes later to find that her children had went missing. A baby stroller with her 7-month-old daughter inside was found a short bit away with her daughter unharmed, but Long Island police were never able to find her 2-year-old son Stephen, and what happened to him remains a mystery. So that was 7 true stories that actually happened on Halloween. Thanks very much for watching if you are still here now, and as for my upload schedule, I haven't yet figured one out, however I do intend to upload more, even if that be once every month or 2. I've had a lot of stuff on recently, so I hope you can understand. I'm also just 30 subscribers away from 500, which is absolutely insane. I'd like to hit that by the end of the year, so if you haven't yet, please subscribe if you do enjoy the content, and I'll see you all in the next one.